YouTube, I want to cover a subject, alright? I want to cover mono versus braid, okay? I have read so much on the forums about mono, 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 braid, 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 mono, 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 okay? I like to fish braid, and here's why, okay? I fish a lot. My reels are in the salt probably more than they're ever rinsed off, okay? I rinse them off as much as I can. Sometimes you don't rinse them off to the next day, whatever. But braid seems to hold up a lot longer than mono. You know, I've had it to where, you know, you spool up some mono, you fish for about a month or two, and you get ready to go on some trip. You get out there, you go to tie on a knot or something, you pull on it, boom, the line's not any good, okay? 12-pound mono just breaks in your hands, and you're like, well, is it fresh? Did I buy an old spool from Walmart? And I'm like, you know what? No, I just bought it. It's good, okay? And you realize that the salt has eaten it up, okay? You're getting like a month out of your mono. So I was like, well, I'm gonna try out this braid, okay? I got the braid, and it's lasting for like 6 months. So I have to respool like 3 times with mono, or I can respool once with braid, get like 20 pounds more of test out of it. So I'm using 30-pound braid instead of 12-pound mono. Got stronger line, it's lasting twice as long, 3 times as long, okay? I can put more on the reel, and yeah, I'm paying 23 bucks or whatever for 300 yards, or you know, 150 yards for like 12, 13 bucks for braided line, where I'm paying, you know, like 8 bucks for some big game or Andy line, like 12-pound mono, and I'm having to respool it every month. So, you know, yeah, you think you're saving money, but you're really not, because it's going to even out. So, end of story. The braid just lasts longer, okay? It's going to hold up longer, it's going to be tougher, and you know, you don't have to worry about getting out there, pulling your knot, and the sucker just pops. Or you set the hook on that big fish, you get him up there, and your line just pops, and you're like, well, I just changed the line like a month ago, and you're like, well, it really doesn't, it really didn't work. The line's just garbage, okay? And you don't know how long it sat in the store. So, you don't know how long Walmart had that line on there. I think these things got a shelf life for like a year. You know, mono's got a shelf life for a year. I know you guys are going to say that you keep it in your storage shed, blah, 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 and it's, you know, well, you just can't trust it, okay? Braid, you can seem to trust it a lot longer. If you fish a lot, just use braid. And also, you can use one reel for like multitude of species. Like, you're not going to take 12-pound tests and go out there and hang these bull reds. Yeah, people do it, and you're going to fight them for like an hour and a half. Well, you put some doggone 30-pound braid on one of your bait casters, and you can narrow that fight down to like 20 minutes. And, you know, you're not going to, you know, wear your mono or your line out with, you know, multiple fish, okay? With this braid, you're just going to keep pulling them in and pulling them in and pulling them in, and this line's just not going to get tired. Mono's going to totally get tired, right? So just use braid. You can spool up 4 or 5 reels and cover all the spectrum of fishing, and you don't have to worry about switching from 12-pound mono to 17-pound mono to 25-pound mono just to be able to go BTB or whatever. You can go BTB with this. I can go bass fishing with this braid. I can go red fishing with this braid. I can go trout fishing with this braid. You name it, I can do it with braid and not have to worry about respooling, okay? Like, I've been using this braid for like 6 months now. It's still a trooper. It hadn't even lost its color. You know, this is Power Pro, okay? Power Pro has lasted for a while, okay? Now this Kastking, I don't know how long it's lasted. It's lasted for like 2 or 3 months now. It's still trooping. It's not even lost its color. It's not even frayed yet. So, the fact of the matter is, all these guys always want to sport mono, trying to be cheap. You don't know when that stuff's going to go bad. It's braid, it's never going bad. It's probably going to last another 6 months. Then I'll spend the money to, you know, spool back up. But I had to spool up like 5-6 times with mono. I'm fishing every other day. You know, yeah, if you're just fishing once a year, yeah, grab some mono. Fishing every day, grab braid. So yeah, if you got any questions on this stuff, I know I ranted a while, but this is just how I feel on the subject. Hit me up, Jack Motley Live, all right, on Twitter. Hit me up, Yak Motley, all right, on Instagram. And you know, get out there with your braid. You can use mono, that's cool. But you know, just keep on fishing. Yak on, man.